Wow, 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 wow. Wah, 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 wah. Ooh. Y'all didn't see that. Hi, everyone. Hello. Welcome to the Bean Stream. I pet the slime for y'all. There you go. Yeah. Well, okay. Today, we're gonna continue where we left off. Easy as that. I did do my quest to get my mount off stream, so now I can use a mount, so that'll be easier to go around. And yeah. Guess we continue where we left. Where were we? Where do we need to go? Here. Okay. Oh, let's get going. I don't really remember where we left off, but I will figure it out. Ah. Oh, are you grinding for the relic? Sheesh. Hey, when did you join the free company? Nikki. How do I it thought there was a way to make this like see through. Guess I'm bugging. Don't mind me. Where's the chocobo? Y'all want to start the day? Chocobo! You black chocobo! Mimi! Hello, black chocobo. Look at that cutie pie. A week or two ago. Oh, okay. Time to start the day with a chocobo song. There you go. Put the volume up. There. Happy? Serotonin bird song. There you go. So you're on a grind, Dark. Or did you just like go to our free company and went like, yeah, I know Yasu and Nuve. Oh, there he is. Hey, you're a bunny now? You were a dragon girl last time I seen you. You were a lizard. Now you're a bunny boy. He's switching it up. Place an application because I'm mates via UND. That's what I said. Nuve. Nuve is these characters' name in this game, right? I'm in it because this is my alt. Woo! Why so tall? Hi, Jay. Yeah, this is my PNG for Final Fantasy. See, it's what I'm wearing. It's just the PNG of this. Okay, I need to go. Yes, 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 yes. Pet, 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 pet the small bean. The small bean is here. You can pet the small bean. Okay. See, look. This is my mount. See, now I'm as tall as you are. Goblin energy is at maximum. Yep. We got that bike. I have one of the bikes on my main. But yeah, this one is like account bound, so. I like the tune for it. I don't have flying. Look at this little bean. Ed told me that I have 2 weeks to, like, get my little ball. So I'll probably have to do, like, 1 rank a day off stream. Oh, yeah, I was like, why are you here? You're not just here just to bug me. That is amazing and terrifying at the same time. What? This? Will bug you in killing enemies for my relic weapon. Ah, okay. Welcome back. It seems you've wasted no time putting your skills to work. How do I know? Why, the recruitment officers called to regale me with the tales of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us. Why? Now, when we last spoke, I said I wanted you to meet some friends, did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you've already met. Hatteru, please show them, man. Hatteru. This way, sir. Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember. Yeah, we did save them. Imagine seeing a goblin float at you in the middle of the field. You should see me when I will get my, like, float, my fly actual animation. You're just gonna see a flying balloon up in the sky. Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives, but I don't think we've properly introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs. Flying Dragoon is trying not to backflip off the arena. Yeah, no, that makes sense. And gods, man, spit it out, will you? I'm pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airship grow ever more vital to the city-states of Yorza. The neutral party, it was judged what we Scions should serve as the keepers of this technology. Of course, for this we needed the knowledge of the experts, and so we requested the assistance of Garloined Ironworks, who very kindly sent us 2 of their finest engineers. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands. Okay. Like every soul here, I love Yosa. And I count myself blessed to have been given this chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such a fulfillment, such happiness. You want Bunny Boy to... because D was a bunny boy? Hiya.
Now, having set aside the formalities, we have a favor to ask of you. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gisselcreens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Ahem. Though technically a beast tribe, Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the Sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained, until such time as we know. It would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda.
Garuda?
Who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
In short, it is essential that we approach the Sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo. Winning the Sylphs' favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us? I am grateful.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods. Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfilia?
Indeed. You are willing?
I see why. Did he send you the video?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
Good shit. That's down south, like, yeah. All right. Okay, there we go. Like London or something along that line. Oh, Jesus. London talks like that? That's not hot. Hmm. And yeah, I remember he was talking about the races in the game, and auras are this, bunny boys are that. Me, cat people, blah 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 blah. I don't know. I don't remember it entirely. Ooh, these pretty flowers. Gonna eat the flowers. Run! What's the tallest race? Probably the Elzens or the male auras. Elzen, male auras. Yeah, Rose, but I never think about the Rose because Rose. And female Vieras. If you want to be a tall female Vieras. That'll be your bet. We know far to the little of the sylphs. Oh, okay. You want me to help you with the sylphs? That thing we just talked about earlier. Yes, yes, yes. Hail, adventurer. I bid you welcome to the Adder's Nest. Do you seek to intertwine your destiny with the Twin Adder? No, I do not. Good day, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you, but other business bring us here today. Ida and Papalimo. Always a pleasure to see the two of you. My men tell me you quest in the name of the Scions of late. Oh. Whatever, Jay. Honestly, well, like, if you were to, like, play with the character creator, it tells you, like, the height of the character when you, like, use the sliders, so you can, like, judge it like that. Quite so, Commander. A little bit so does that the Twin Adder was in need of our adventuring prowess. Aye, your little bird sings true. No doubt you've heard that we're investigating the Sylph. Curious beast traps that calls the depth of the 12 Woods home. The Sylphs are, for the most part, a peaceable bunch. Much to the delight of the eldest seed here, who has no desire to see her people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. The Twin Adder is of the same mind, and it's precisely for this reason that the Sylph's relation to the Primal Ramu have raised a flag of warning amongst our ranked. You'd want to be a dude, Aura, Elzen, or if you don't mind that your character looks a little rough, you could be a Roe. Friendly as they may appear, beastmans will be beastmans. Should there be even a sliver of chance that the summoning of the Primal might disturb the balance between Gridania and the Sylphic tribes, it is a possibility we cannot ignore. Better to be safe than sorry, indeed. Do we strike at Ramu or leave the Sylphs their own ways? That is the question, yet I find myself lacking the ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. Opinions surround within Gridania, but to listen only to one's own is among the greatest mistake a commander can make. I would hear from the other side, Sylphs themselves, and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. That is where you scions come in. Okay. The Sylphs of Little Solace remain untempered, but have held many a productive dialogue with our people. I would hear their candid thoughts on their tempered Breton. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Sylphic tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our town. Our own. It would not do to have any cross-cultural faux pas get in the way of a productive parley. En route to Little Solace, you will come upon the Hawthorn Hut. Our officer stations there can enlighten you as to how to win the Sylph's favor. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. Friendly palaver with the Sylphs? This should be a pleasant enough diversion. Hawthorn Hut, was it? Why, I believe the ferry departing from West Shore Pier should take us straight there. Friendly palaver indeed. I hope this will be as straightforward as you say, Papalimo.
Well, darling, it's time for us to get started on this. Where the fuck?
a shore pier. Alright. This is a buddy babe. Called buddy babe. Buddy babe, buddy, 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 buddy. I don't know what the hell this is. That girl. Furry. Funny girl from earlier. Another furry. A bunny boy. Bunny boy. Or a girl. Bunny boy. Is that an Elzen? Oh no. But yeah, as you can probably see, bunnies are many a bunch. Bunnies and cats. Ah, that soldier is an Elzen. And that purple lady over there is an Elzen as well. Shirtless bunny boy. Wah wah. Cat boy. Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much what do you see around here? Cat boys are short. Cat boys are little shorties. Bunny boys are a bit taller, but bunny boys are not taller than bunny girls. The bunny ladies are the tallest. Or a male. A very tall one at that. Just a normal here. Yeah. Elzen. Yeah, I know that D is Matt's height, Viera. Hello. Yeah, I want to cross. Doop, 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 doom, 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 doop, doop, doom, doom, doom. Hold on. Are you sure you bring me where I need to go?
Oh, you think that's funny? You think that's funny?
I'm not attuned to that Aetherlight. Oh well. Whoa, buddy! What is going on here? He's just floating! Well, I mean, my main is a... cat person. Forgot the name. Na, 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 na. glad I have a mount. It's much faster. Hello. Is the aetherite over here? There you go. Whee! There we go. Ah, another aura. V used to be an aura because he had his character, like, look like his PSO character, but then he was like, he's like, actually, I want to be a bunny boy. I was like, okay. Alright, come to learn it too. Okay, learning about sylphs. Yeah, you're. Where do I need to go? Oh, there you are. Father told me plenty of stories about them. Oh, geez. I'm only gonna, like, read the actual cutscene stuff because otherwise it's very long and very drawn out. Quickest way through her stomach. Invertebrates tricksters and troublemakers. They're drawing faces on our mask. That's funny though. Ooh, dungeons. Aura. Yeah. O-A-U space R-A. Yep. It's not aura, aura, aura. Need to speak to your wife? Is that what you're telling me? Who the heck is your wife? Why is your wife all the way out there? Buddy. Am I heading the right? No, I'm not. There is like a free trial until level 60, so I mean, you could play it for free without having to worry about a sub and all that. There you go. Hello! Peace offering for the sylph. Were anyone I'd recommend a jar of honey. Okay. Honey, huh? Good. Oh! dragons, just scaly lizards. They're a scaly lizard. Yeah. The female auras are very small, but the male auras are big, big. And honestly, you don't have to worry too much about the lore because as you play the story, you will learn about it. Like, I don't think that a lot of it is interchangeable. Like, you don't need to have played other Final Fantasy to play 14, if that makes sense. Like, you're back. My wife was able to direct you to a suitable offering. Yeah, this. Milk Root, of course. Okay. There we go, cutscene. I've taken the liberty of wrapping your milk root well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you from that god-awful stench. Yeah, okay. Sif loved the stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in chocobo dung. He said dung. He'd rather smell poop, he said. He said he'd rather smell poop. I dare say this reek even rivals the breath of the morbold that put an end to my adventuring days. Ah, but I can tell you that story another time. You've more important matters to attend to today, yes? The Sylphs are an eccentric bunch, but I've shared their company enough to know they're kind at heart. They'll not shun one whose intentions are true. May your parley be a fruitful one, friend, and do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it if you'd regale me with your adventuring tales. And before I forget, don't go trapping off just yet. Amlin here would have a word with you. Travel in safety, friend, and do pass along my regards to the winged ones. Who wants to speak to me? Amelin. Good to say your knowledge has matured. Okay. So you're like, good to know that you're not a dumb little bitch anymore. Why, thank you. Thank you. Wait, do I hear chocobo music if I ride my chocobo? I have a chocobo mount. Am I bugging? There you go. I knew I had a chocobo. There you go. Now you can hear the chocobo tune. Oh, that's a big bird right there. I see. Can't summon it. Anyway. Ah, walking one is not familiar to this one. This one does not trust strange walking one. Strange dancing one might be a different story, but this one expects no such thing. Walking one should go home and leave this one be. Here you go. Let me dance for you. Let me shake my bum bum. Is that okay? Ah, this one would welcome walking one who moves like these ones. If walking one would talk to this one will answer. This one's a busy one, so walking one should speak with quick tongue. Walking one would bring gift to this one. Walking one is most kind. Walking one brings milk root. Milk root fills this one with joy. This one gives thanks. Gives many thanks. Battle Chocobo? Okay, makes sense. Walking one carries message for Elder One. This one will deliver message to Elder One. Walking one should not worry. Hello there. We're envoys from Gridania, and we're here to treat your people. Aye, we come to pay respect to your elders and to learn from him. To learn from him more about your lord Ramu. Ah, who are these ones? These walking ones come from Gridania? Walking one became a dancing one and brought milk root, but walking one tricks this one. This one does not like tricks. This one will speak no more. Elder one busy. Walking one should go home. Go home, you said? But the sylphs of the little souls have always welcomed Gridania and envoys with open wings. The letter carried by Y here is an oath of peace penned by the elder seers themselves. Still, you would refuse us? One's reasons are no business for walking ones. Elder one words for Gridania. Walking one waste one's time. Ah, I never. Turned away at the gates. Whatever did we do to deserve such a rude welcome? Was Y's jig insufficiently jiggy? Was my jig insufficiently jiggy? I'm baffled as you, but something tells me recent events have our erstwhile fluttery friends feeling uncommonly wary. It would seem we've no choice but to ask around and see how we might earn their trust. Yeah, I guess. Oh, level up. Alright, Ida. Are you in the mood for dancing? Hi, watch me dance. Oh, hey! I see you here, Dark. Why you don't want to dance with me? Dance with me! Oh, walking one knows Julie Dance. Julie Dance fills this one with good cheer. Let these two be friends. Okay. I mean, so far it's pretty straightforward. But yeah, I mean, if I need help, you know, I'm not shy to ask. Walking one would be friends to these ones? This one is overjoyed. But this one keeps way of weaving a secret. Even if walking one learns the secret, walking one could not weave in the same way. Okay. Put your tits away, slut. Hi, Sassy. Look at this firebird. Who did that? No, I have not checked Blade and Soul. And I don't know if I will check it. I'm busy with other stuff at the moment. Walking one is friend to these ones, friendly like gracious elder ones of the forest city. Knows how to dance into one's heart. Okay. All the dancing. Look at that bunny boy jumping around.
I did the dancing.
Would you like to hear the good news or the better news? The good news is your lovely dance has brought smiles. Whee! Good news is I recovered from a leg cramp. Okay. Hi, Willow. Adventurer, you're no stranger to helping distressed folk. Uh-huh. Yeah. Emilia. Fam says hi. Oh, hi, Fam. Praise be the elementals. I cannot express how happy I am to see an adventurer with a truly gentle heart. The self of the little solace are thoroughly in need of aid. Pray hear me out. Okay. What do you need help with? Oh, you need to fight some mobs. Okay. He hasn't made a Twitch yet. Well, you better get creating. Oh, you're working a day shift today? You're watching from your phone? Wow, don't get yourself in trouble. Brownie bush. Yes, I have the balloons. My husband Bunny Boy got it for me for Valentine's Day. I don't need to fight that thing. Or when I need to fight. There we go. Oh, this balloon is not available in Korea? That's really sad. We've had this since like February. When I saw it, I was like, I need it. Like, I've never wanted a mount, like a specific mount in the game, and then I saw this and I was like, I need this. And then I got it as a Valentine's Day gift. I was like, yay, it's cute. Dancing one's still here. Dancing one can dance all night. This one's trust is not easily earned. I got you some mushroom. Dancing one brings brownies. Oh, this one can dye thread once more. This one is pleased. Dancing one kills bitey buzzy one.
This one hates bitey buzzy ones. Dancing one is kind. Too kind. Many walking one comes on to these one's abode, but few are friendly like dancing one. Perhaps this one was wrong not to trust dancing one after all. Yeah. Let me get in your good graces.
Yeah, there's a lot of mounts around. This one asks for forgiveness. Okay. Here, where's your elder? Oh god, what did you do to your health?
Strange steel walking one. Yes, this one has seen. Steel walking one carry big boxes.
Did you just spin? That's not husband bunny, that's just a different bunny.
Husband bunny is working at the moment. Where do I need to go? Hey, over here.
For Siege, I shall use the chocobo so you can hear the chocobo music. Siege likes the chocobo sound crackle a lot. I need to do PvP off stream so I can get that Allegan ball. It's a lot. It's a good tune, I don't blame you. I'll need to learn what to feed it so that I can change its colors. Here's some foes in steel clad, you say? Why did that look like something that did not belong in this game? Oh, well, there... there goes Dark. Giant gnat. Blech. Oh. Why did the chocobo go away? Oh well. What are you doing? See? Now I can look at him eye to eye. Okay, never mind. Get to town!
Dang it.
Everyone is taller than me. Okay, you, yes, I talked to you again. What did I learn? Oh. Keep
people walking through the woods, eh? Yeah. Suspicious, yes. Ooh, not here. There you are. How do you have a mount? Well, you do the story and eventually you'll have the mounts. You also have to take into consideration that the balloon mount, I got gifted the balloon mount and it is account bound. So like, I had the balloon mount on my main character, and because I made a secondary character, it is available for that character as well. But the Chocobo mount, you just have to do the main story quest until you unlock the, forgot the word. There's like 3 grand companies. Grand companies, that's what they're called. And then you choose the grand company that you want to join, and then they'll give you a task that, like, you need to get your Chocobo mount, so you need to get a permit to have a Chocobo mount, and then you'll have your mount. You just gotta do the story quest. Message from Empire, walking one. Eee.
Helpful one arrives at good time. This one needs helpful one's help. One of these names Claxio ventured outside Little Solace alone. Alone is unsafe. Helpful one must find Claxio. Claxio struck west after leaving the settlement. Hurry before Claxio ends up in the belly of a beastly one.
Yeah, okay. I will try. Don't attack me! I'm here. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna walk real.
Why do you leave me to get attacked? You bitch!
They ran away, and then I got attacked. No. 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 Hi, everyone.
Okay, we're good.
What? Refused to return? This one saw touched one lurking in the forest. Alpha one must hurry. Alpha one should search. Alpha one should do this. Alpha one should do that. Why don't you do it yourself? Hi. Bye. Your sub ran out. Oh, you're fine, Sassy. Don't worry about it. Bramble Batch. There you are. Hey, back.
Duty. Well,
Hi. Meddling one is back. This one told meddling one to be gone. Mocio. This one will never go back. Never. Touched ones? Touched one should go away too. This one's a good one. Everyone should just leave this one alone.
be on guard. Why? These sylphs have been tempered, brought under the thrall of the primal Ramu. Akin to the Amalja tempered by the Ifrit, these sylphs exist only to serve their deity. They'll not answer to words, only steal. I take no pleasure in this, but it must be done. You there, Clax?
There are more pressing matters at hand.
But the quest says I need to help you. So what do I need to do? Milk root. Hey, why are you leaving? Okay. I was like, why are you leaving?
Why are you running away? This one is safe? This one was so scared. Claxio, this one has been worried. So very worried. Is Claxio unharmed? Still in possession of wits? Lucio? Meddling one as well. Why are these two here? These two came to rescue Claxio. That Claxio is safe fills this one to joy. Moxio, forgive this one. This one did not mean to run away from Little Solace. I was just afraid. These ones who live at Little Solace were changing, becoming friendly with other ones. This one feared that the ones were forgetting who these ones are, like Touch ones did. But this one was wrong. This one can see that now. Helpful one. This one is grateful. This one will return to Little Solace to be with Kumusio and friendly ones.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Well, that should see to that. What say we return to the Little Solace as well? I, for one, could do a nice little hot bat. Whee! You want to take a walk back, eh? How do I exit here? There you go. Moogle? Why is there just a Moogle on its own? Is it this dude's pet? There's just a Moogle! Quest NPC? Ah. That makes sense. Here we go.
This one thought Claxio was lost forever. Help the one said Claxio. Now these ones can be family again. This one's not walking ones, even many kind walking ones, but Helpful One kindest and strongest of them all. Helpful One is a hero to these ones. Helpful One will bring these ones and Walking One closer together. This one knows. This one should take Helpful One to see Elder One. Elder One? Elder One is...
Elder One is what?
Spit it out! Spit it out!
Yeah. Elder One is not here. Elder One is not anywhere. Elder One went into forest yesterday, but has not come back. I made hot dogs for mac and cheese. Hey, you know what? Sounds good. We had potatoes and chimkin.
Ooh, a hiccup.
Yeah, we had potatoes and chimkin.
It was very good. Oh, stretch. Oh, stretch. Right.
Oh lord, there's a lot of people all of a sudden. Where did all these people come from? So many bunny people. Look at them bunny boys! But yeah, Jay, if you're interested in playing with us, just message us on Discord on the server and we'll figure it out from there. Oh, I didn't sync to that thing. Dang it. Yeah, Dark plays a lot of the time, so. Yeah, I did not sync with this over here. I should do that. Ooh. Well, it is indeed better than the state of PSO. Dark just spends a lot of time. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I know that PSO will pick up soon. Like, once we have that creative space, I'm gonna be playing the hell out of the game. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm looking forward to that. Did I go to the right place? Oh, I mean, yes, I did, but I just went here to get the shard. Okay, I'm dummy. Let me go get a drink. I'll be back. Is this game available on Xbox? I don't know if it is available on Xbox. Oh, I mean, by all means, Sassy, you can always message Dark and play with them. The Geisha House. Rave on at Geisha House. Oh, there's a rave tonight, boys. Yeah, I mean, Final Fantasy is one of those games that's definitely going to be sticking around for a long time. So when you do get the chance to play, just poke us. Oh, Sassy was just saying that, like, if she plays, that she would bother you because she says she's not strong enough. Well, I mean, my main character in Final Fantasy is stronger than his character in Final Fantasy, but that's because his main character is not on this server. Well, if it isn't our ambassador, yeah, the thingy is missing. Jeez, we're just going back and forth, eh? Yeah, Dark's main character is on an European server. Bunny! Look at that bunny girl. Girl, you cute! Speak to you. Hello. A message from the elder vanished? Yep, the elder vanished. I don't know what to say. I'm not attuned to this Aderite. How do I get here? I need to go down. Okay. Fun. Talk to you while I'm here. Gridania? No, I don't want Gridania. Oh, it's just a learning curve, Sassy. You'll get there. And also upgrading your gear and leveling up can help with that. The shiny thing or the slimy thing? This is my summon, Carbuncle, because I'm a summoner. And that's just a slime puddle that does nothing. But that blue thing is just my summon. It has to do with the class. So I had this place unlocked. Oh, I have this camp, but not this one over here. Ah, I could have teleported all along. I see. I'm stupid.
I'm stupid.
Screen is frozen? Doesn't look frozen on my end. You might have to restart. Well met, adventurer. We have the finest grog and grub this side of not here to fill your belly? Ah, hunger for news is it, eh? There's been talk of a sylph lurking hereabouts, but I couldn't rightly say if it'd be the elder you seek. Those woodland scamps all look alike. Short of painting one red and another one blue, most folk would struggle to tell them two apart. If it's the time, mayhaps you could stay a while and see what the gods have in store. You never know. You might even stumble across this sylph elder yourself. You may have to refresh your page. Buscaron. Why does his name sound familiar? No word on the elder yet. Okay. Well, what you staring at? You want to keep them eyes in your face? You good? That's cold. What do you mean no fighting? This... Yeah, I know the rules. I just threw water on that dude. Okay. Get up, you idiot. Ay, ay, ay. Make a muscular character and give it a blue bob. Mm-hmm. You would want to make a row. A row is very muscular. Okay. I'm pretty much doing a bunch of errands for him, huh? And Lucia? Ay, 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 I gotta go all the way back to Limsa? Yeesh. Yeah, Lala tanks are funny. Walker's out. Lalafell, that's the class that I'm currently playing.
See, this is a Lalafell. The cats are Mikotes. So Mikode here, Mikode there, Mikode here. Human, Mikode, Elzen, elf. Here, that's a human. That's an aura. The human. Another Lala. That's an aura. Another Lala. Mikode. Dus. No. Elzen. Oh, you're here. Hey, I need to talk to you. Mensing bean? Where do I need to go? Oh, the ferry docks. Fisherman's Guild. Menacing? You think I'm menacing? Look at this. You think this is menacing? I don't sing. I can't sing. Singing is forbidden on Twitch. You can get in trouble with TOS for singing. I wish I was kidding, but it's actually like an updated terms of service. You can't sing, you can't cover a song, you can't do karaoke. Who is calling at this hour? 1 second. Hello, Canada Post calling. Nah, you ain't catching me with that one. I used to work for Canada Post, you idiot! See, the car's extended warranty is not really a Canadian thing. I've never heard a single Canadian get something like that. D! My husband is here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I know it's a meme, but when you think about it, like, I've never hear Canadians have, like, extended warranty. For us, the one that you'll hear all the time is some, like, Mandarin-speaking lady that talks about DHL. Or it'll be, like, around tax season, there'll be the CRA fraud. Now the real bunny boy is here. Did you just finish work? Well, not work, but your task. Canadian scammers be like, eh, sorry, buddy. Well, the thing is that a lot of Canadian scammers are from other parts of the world, but they call Canadian scam. Did y'all see that fat chocobo? Yo, give me that fat chocobo again. Yeah! Oh my god. That was glorious. Oh, that was glorious. I want that mount. How do you get that mount? Oh my god. That was so good. How do I get here? Wait, why is this not loaded? Oh, I guess I never went there first. Ah, dang it. Digital collection upgrade? Oh, I see. Okay.
I can't fly, but I can use my mount. Oh, Willow came by earlier. She might be busy with work. She's working day shift right now. It's like it's daytime in Korea. But she saw the balloon and she was like, "Oh my god, I need this." She's saying that it was not released in her server yet. She's like, "I need it." I was like, "Yeah, I got it as a Valentine's Day gift from my hubby." I like it as my favorite mount. Thank you again. Mm-hmm. Go. Seems like it. Hello. Here you go. I've decided to just like have a quick glance when it comes to reading like text in general. But when we have like an actual cutscene, then that's when I will read the whole cutscene. Otherwise, it would just take a very long time. Play pups and collect pup whiskers. Ooh, that's a little dark, but okay. Mama, mama, mama. I don't want it. Go up there. Yeah, I do. Jeez. Oh, what the hell is that? Holy shit. Okay. That's a giant skull. Is he okay? What, the skull? I don't know. Am I in the right place? Eee! Oh, I'm almost dead. Uh-oh. Ooh, that was dangerous. Okay, there you go. Okay. Ah. I guess this person is doing the same quest as me. That's a big boy right there. Hello? What do you mean by hearing me? Look at that big chocobo! Oh, it's so good! I love it! I love it! I love him! I love him! I need him. I need him in my life. I need 2 more whiskers. Oh, hey, I'm over here. Silly. I'm not fighting that thing, but you can go ahead. I don't think I need to fight it, but I think you're doing it because of your book, right? I heard the queen giggle. The queen giggle. You're silly. Doing it to help the rando? You're doing it to help him because he had that giant cute little chocobo? Oh. I need to wait for pups. Oh, there's a pup. There you go. I'm the queen? Oh, you're silly. I need one more. I don't know if I will, because I'm busy playing other games, but I'll let you know if I do. Okay, I need to go back. Do you have a two-mounter? You have more than one mount. Hey, yo, do you have a car? No. Oh, shit. You don't have a car. Damn. Okay. Well, good day to you, lad. Uh, yeah, you did tell me that you left Spira. Sorry to hear. I just see him fly and cut above everything so fast. Oh. Oh yeah, you were in the Discord as well. Yeah, I left their Discord a while ago. Here you go. What did you give me? A weapon? D, what are you doing, D? I mean, I don't know. I left it for a while. Oh, you're eating dinner? I'm sorry. What'd you get for food? Hmm. If you join Blade and Soul, make a clan for us. Well, I'll see. I'll see, okay? Oh, you have a hair appointment tomorrow? I should probably get my hair done soon. It's about to be 6 months since I've had my last hair appointment. And my stylist did give me a bit of a hell. She was like, if you came more often, it'd be less expensive. I'm like, yes. You have gray hair? Here I am dyeing my hair gray and I don't have a single natural gray. Hiya. Listen, if everyone is going to play Blade and Soul, and that we have enough for a party of 4, then maybe. Maybe. But like, I don't know if D wants to play Blade and Soul, and if he were to play, he would have to start from the very beginning. Oh yeah, I know that there's other people, but like fam is in another like time zone, right? Who is D? Squadala. Squadala is D. He's my mod. Squadala, we're off? Yeah. Oh yeah, I know we could all help him, but the thing is that a lot of the story is like solo, right? Yeah. I know that right now he's lazy, so we'll have to see. He might like it though, because the PvP. But, I am going to be getting ESO. So I am going to be playing ESO with D. Oh, you tried it a long time ago? When did you try it, D? I don't remember you telling that. I need to put... give him a break, y'all. He's had a rough time lately. I'm sure he'll join us if he wants to. 2 years ago? Oh yeah, it's much different now. I know, I'm just saying. Don't give him too much heck, okay? Just a bit of banter. I mean, it's not too bad nowadays. Like, the last time that I tried it, it was more straightforward. And the thing is that if you have, like, good players, you don't have to worry about the mechanics. You just do DPS. And, well, Sassy is a very strong player. She does a lot of DPS. You may be Brett, but D is Italian from New York. He's just funny. That's like ESOPV. Yeah, that's why I said you might like it better. Hello. But after tonight's stream, D, I'm gonna be downloading ESO so we can play together. HM40? Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. Cynthia is like nuts in this game. I don't even... I think I'm like HM26? It's a big download. Yeah, Sassy, anyone is free to join my server. You can invite anyone. It's an open server. Even though I haven't tried ESO, I don't like the looks of it. I was watching him and Sauce play earlier, like 2 days ago. And I don't know, it looked fun to me. Here, let me... Yeah, the devs are a little... Ooh, Peglin had an update. Sorry, let me check that quickly. Ooh, Peglin is getting a big update. That's fun. I'll look at that later. What was I wanting? ESO. ESO. Elder Scrolls Online. Who was it that told me that ESO was on sale for $5 a few months ago? I was like, what? Ew, that was a wet burp. How big is the game? Does it tell you? Where can I check how big the game is? It says I only need 3 gig. Are you sure? Oh, 85 gig. There we go. Yeah, no, I should be able to download that in like less than 20 minutes. It's always on sale. Surprise, it's not right now. So should I wait for it to be on sale then? Yeah, because right now it's full price. How do I get there? Jump here. There we go. You have to play on... Ah. Yeah, because I think that D and Sauce, obviously, they're not in the European server, so I don't know how that's going to be for you. Yeah. Oh. Ew, where did that come from? I'm being attacked. Help! Ah! Ooh, a little strong. I'm getting me ass kicked. I might be okay. I mean, he plays a lot of game with us in global side. But yeah. Thanks for helping me with those mobs. Oh. Yeah. I'm not going to be doing PvP much. I'm probably going to be focused on like different aspects of the game. But D and Sauce play PvP a lot. Yeah, I'd say wait for a sale. Definitely makes more sense. As for me, I might get it as it is. Dog's acting up? Yeah, no problem. Take your time. Yeah, I mean, like, for me, I know I'm definitely going to be playing with D because that's the game that he's playing at the moment the most. Yeah, you don't need the DLCs to, like, do much of the stuff, so you can just, like, get the vanilla. What I'm saying, like, the vanilla is usually on sale for, like, $5. That's what I am saying. Oh, yeah, yeah. Because, like, for me right now, it's like $25 Canadian. I'd confirm with D just to be sure, because he's the one that knows the most about the game. But from what I understood, the DLCs are not required. Like I said, from what I understood. Where do I need to go? Ay, 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 I'm getting lost. But yeah. Wait for D to come back and then you can confirm with them just to be sure. Because I'm probably, like, I know I'm gonna get the main, like, the base game, and then, like, the DLC / expansion. I'm probably gonna wait for a sale to get those. Back over there. I'm almost here, and I know that I don't have the Aetherite, so I'm gonna go get the Aetherite there. But yeah, I mean, I'd say, like, if you just need to get the base game, then just try with the base game. And then, yeah. Then if you like it, you can consider, like, getting the rest, I suppose. Where's the chocobo? Where's the chocobo?
Where's the chocobo, dude?
Is there no chocobo dude here? Oh, he's over there. I'm blind. Yeah, let's go back to Biscarion. I love doing this because I don't have to, like, walk myself. Look at him flying and being much faster than me. I just see your dot on the map flying at full speed. Well, I mean, at least this is not too bad. It's a pretty good alternative until I get, like, the flying in this area. Yeah, it used to be worse for sure. Okay. I'm glad you've come, friend. There's something I want to talk to you about. You know, I said I thought we might have a traitor in our midst. Someone was aiding the Gallians? Well, I'm thinking I may have identified our suspect. There's a regular of mine who used to dine on thin soup and sip his pint on account of not being able to afford another. But of late, he's taken to ordering my best wines and the finest cuts of meats I can lay my hand on. Were he a merchant, I'd probably think nothing of it, but this lad's a wood whaler. And wood whalers don't earn that kind of coin. By chance. I was musing on where the money was coming from when you first told me about the Garlians in the forest, and I couldn't help putting 2 and 2 together. Suffice it to say, if a whaler's working for the Empire, none of us is safe. And the lad I'm talking about goes by the name of Larendius. Last I heard, he was in South Shroud. Find him, and if he is up to no good, put an end to it. And him, if it comes to that. Hey, you don't gotta say it twice. Oops. Nouveau riche. New rich, huh?
You're not the bunny I'm looking for.
Yep. Such is the fate of a Lalafell. What is that melty cheese? Oh, this? It's a slime. Ugh. Well, you weren't too far off. Did you not see I'm on patrol? Whoa. Melty cheese in real life? What is the melty I don't know. Siege, what's the melty cheese? Mozzarella? Oh, that is not how you spell that. Mozzarella. How long? Help! Help! Come quick, my friends! It is I, Larentis. I am under attack. You're under attack? Are you sure? Bro, this bitch is tweaking. I love how Sassy, like, calls me classy, and I'm just here like, this bitch is tweaking! Yes. Hey, you. I thought you were working for the Garleans. No, I'm not. Fontina, that's the cheese? Oh, okay. Fontina. Na 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 na. Where is he? There he is. I don't know. I don't think we've ever had Fontina. Oh, duty. Oh, I need to leave the party. Good night, Jay. Take care. How long do you mean to keep this up? What is it you imagine I've done? Enough! Enough, I've say. Are you a traitor? It's over then. Hey, I sold maps and rations to the Empire. It was I. I meant no harm. I only wanted the coin. The whalers are good, strong. I was proud to join their ranks. Am proud. But they do not provide. They preach justice, honor, duty. But in the end, it is those with money who do as they will. Who live as they will. If you want to make the duty super easy, let yourself get killed, restart it, and you can set it to very easy. That's true. So I sought an opportunity to change my fortunes, and I took it. All I've done for money. Endangered myself, my home, and everything and everyone I love. Why, my actions have put your life in danger too. Thought you do not yet realize how much. Bloody idiot. Did you imagine that you had cornered me? It is not I who is cornered. Gallians, I've brought the Lalafell bitch! He called me bitch! Yo! Permit me a question, if you will. Are all adventurers so deluded as to believe they can challenge the power of the Garlemald? Garlemald? He called me bitch! He said Lalafell bitch! You would need a veritable amount of gil to fund such an endeavor, such as the cost of fighting great power, or of making it, or remaking it, as we will Gridania. So that's the way of it. Swapped your hard bunk at the barracks for a featherbed in Garlemald, did ye? You there, Lalafell. You stand here at old Buck Swish, no? Then you don't stand alone. Heh.
Siege, did you not take food pictures? I mean, and I ate the same thing as he did. No worries. I don't want to play any Disney games. Impossible. How did you best the Emperor's finest? And with bandits and poachers at your side? They are your sworn enemies. Why do they fight with you and not against you? Ah, but I know the answer only too well. Buscaron. This is his doing. Words are wont to inspire men to act. And better men than I, gods. What have I become? What have I done? I'm sorry. No more will I pursue this folly. No more lies, no more bribes. I'll go to the Order of the Twin Adder and confess my crimes. There's something I would like to tell Buscaron. Helen Laurentius, the fool, says thank you. I feel as though his veil has been lifted from before my eyes. Okay. Sorry, Sassy. I'm just not a big fan of Disney. They leave a sour taste in me mouth. Sorry, the fucking Final Fantasy like speech is rubbing on me. I don't know if it was Scottish or whatever, but it was something. Ooh, phone vibrate, yes. I thought it was... Y'all are funny. Hello! I did it. I took care of it for you, boy. It's taken us a fair old while, but we finally got our hands on some reliable information concerning the whereabouts of your missing green friend. This
His name is Phrixio, and he is the eldest amongst the Sylph of the Little Solace. Long as he represented his kind in dialogue with Gridanians. Yeah, he's like a bridge between us and them. A small, leafy green bridge that we can't find at the moment. Bridges are no use if you don't know where they are. So that's why it's important that we find him. There's an abandoned dungeon called the Thousand Maws of the Totorak here in the Shroud. Close by the entrance of the place that Phrixio was seen, and not long ago neither. If you hurry, I reckon you'll find him. Walking ones, please help. Oh, Walking one, please help this one. This one needs help. Help. One, poor Phrixio. Poor Phrixio. Whoa. Hold your chocobos. Take a deep breath and tell us what's wrong, nice and slow. Not returned. This one is worried. Hey, you're right to be. The place fair crawls with nasties waiting to make a meal of anyone daft enough to wander in. What in the seven hells was he thinking entering that bloody death trap? Elder One had no choice. Imperial One were chasing Elder One. Please, Walking One must help Elder One. The fates conspire against us. Forgive my pragmatism, but Phrixio is our best hope of reaching an accord with the Sylph. Were we to lose them, all our efforts thus far will have been for naught. I will tend to her wounds. Ida, make haste to the Adder's Nest and request assistance. Understood? Why? Go to the Thousand Maws of Totorak and see that Phrixio comes to no harm. Peace between mine and Sylph rest upon your success. Okay. I wonder if it was on its own launcher, if you could connect it to Steam. Or D, do you play it on its own launcher or do you play it through Steam? Also, D is not online. I cry. I play it on its own launcher. Oh, alright, then we get it on sale on its own launcher. There you go. That solves a problem now, doesn't it? Oh, what a nice little bird you have on your shoulder. Ooh. I think I need to do a dungeon. Alright, so we'll do that. You got the bird from Palace of the Dead? Oh, cute bird. No, I've never seen Midsommar Summers. I have a duty to do. D, could you log on Final Fantasy to help me with this duty? Please? Wakey, please.
Whenever we have a healer in party, we usually find a duty party very quickly. So it's good that you come along, D. No, I don't read much as of late. Last that I've been reading was when I was in university. Ay.
A reading club? Maybe once I'm in a better state of mind. It's hard to read when you're restless. I'm on Sage with D not being on, but I'll swap when he's on. Yeah, sounds good. I'll see about it, Sassy. Right now it's hard to read because, it's hard to sit and stay in place and do one thing at a time. Like, my brain is just going a mile per hour.
Oh, new Vax has logged in. The husband has logged in. Like to party.
Oh, I'm sure you have friends. Don't say that. Everyone here is your friend. Oh, tall man. Hello. Holy shit, you're already level 80?
Yeah, no problem, D.
Oh, there you go.
I can register even if you're not here, right? Okay, I'll sign up. There we go.
Hey, that was fast. Oh. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, I don't know if Siege reads. I know I don't read a lot. Like, I get so distracted easily. It's very hard for me to concentrate on that because of my ADHD.
All right, here you go.
Oh, that's... Water stained no. You guys are going fast. Yeah. With ADHD, it's hard to focus.
Now that's the bunny boy I want to see. Hi. Oh. Hard to attack and walk. Geez, that's some big pulls. Ay, ay, ay. Jeez, they're in such a hurry. Doogie is on. Ay, ay, ay. My little legs can't keep up. Going to a friend's in 35 for a nice 420 session. My boy. Just reading the free company chat. Our leader is hilarious. Ooh. We don't have Friday or Saturday. Okay. Meow. This tank is on fire. Sorry, Sassy, I have to focus on this. I mean, you could maybe like research a forum and like see if there's other people that are reading books. Yeah, if you visit the local library too. One book is a lot for someone that is mentally ill. I'm mentally ill. Hello. Oh. What about your university? Like, doesn't your school have like a book club?
Hmm. Let's see. Ay, ay, ay. Sure. Okay, cut.
Who is? Wait a minute. You.
Elko Hitra Buglo Hans. Seize that on Rajyadorn. Thagon Welrog. Tosan Opaiki. Mayhap I might if I deign to speak in my guest's true tongue. We meet at last.
Are you guys fighting? Ah!
I am Lahabrea of the Asians, servant to the one true god.
God damn it.
Yours is a most fantastical tale, truly absorbing.
La Habrea.
It is a tale to tell Eorzea's children before bedtime, and it will soon be dark, bringer of light.
La bread.
The dark minions.
All that stands between this world and darkness is an irksome anomaly in the ether. The Echo.
The Echo is an anomaly?
Yes. Yours is a most fascinating tale. Alas, like all good tales, it must needs come to an end. But fear not.
Oh, sorry, that was a wet burp.
Here, feel the presence of evil.
Talking about Echo, she has some.
For the end of your tale is but the beginning of another. The tale of the crystal's demise.
Yeah, I already won, apparently. But I don't want to skip the cutscene, right? Because the reason I'm playing this character is to learn the story and do the cutscenes and watch everything. So, like, I'm sorry, but if you're pulling and I'm watching a cutscene, that's on you. Oh, I'm sure they understand that I'm watching the cutscene. Sorry, Sassy. It's hard to focus on a conversation when I'm trying to follow the dialogue. I'm not trying to ignore you. Is there not a chest? Okay. Well, thanks for carrying me, comrades. I got the loot. Okay. What is that? Oh, it's the Elder!
Ah, finally, fresh air. Ah, perhaps not so fresh. But better than before. And since the one is gone, this one can leave this awful place. Did I? Walking one vanquished the many-legged one? Ah, this one is great for the walking one. Yeah. Oh, this one is called Frixio, eldest of the Eld ones and Little Solace.
Sorry, I'm about to pass out. Ooh. Alpha Squad reporting, sir. Nothing of note at lark scale, sir. Understood. Return to Area 12, Demetal. Where is that accursed Econ hiding? No sign of our wizened friend? Afraid not, my lord. Shall I order the search perimeter to be expanded? Absolutely not. We'd risk alerting the Gridanians to our presence. His Excellency bid us to avoid unnecessary confrontation. Loath not, I am to admit it, I have found no evidence to suggest that Rama will be gracing the mortal realm in the near future. I ask you, what good is a god who does not grant one's wishes? Were I a sylph, I should strongly consider finding myself another idol. Which reminds me, what of the sylphs we've captured? A handful of them seems to be in reasonably good health when I last looked. Apologies, my lord. I fear we may have been overzealous in our efforts to compel them and summon their econ. Really? Centurion, were you not aware that vegetables bruise easily? It is well that I did not entrust you with the important task of making my dinner. Well, mayhaps it was a kindness. Better dead in truth than dead to one's own god, I suppose, if you believe in such things. Dawn is upon us. Make ready to withdraw. We're so close to completion. Bear taste it. At this. No. Must be patient. Our efforts will bear fruit in due time. What was it you always said? Ah, yes. So it means bringing down the very heavens. Who shall challenge the limits of possibility if we not? And that alone you were right, Garland. But your star is long fallen, while mine doth begin to rise. And it shall burn so bright that Lord von Belsar's ultimate weapon will seem a mere candle besides it. Those walking ones did for Noxia. This one is certain of it. Gonna hit the hay. It's like 2:30 a.m. for me. Yeah, no problem, Dark. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a good rest. This one fears that other taken ones also suffered the same fate.
This one is convinced walking ones have black hearts, seek only to harm these ones. Walking ones are not to be trusted.
Now, Noraxia. Do not pass judgment too hastily. Not all walking ones are alike.
Though there are evil amongst the walking one, there are good ones also.
Yeah, it's been a rough week. I don't blame you. Take it easy. Oh, we're back.
Those walking one feel unwell?
Yeah, sorry about that. I just pass out randomly here and there.
Ah, this one would know. What brings walking one to this place?
You, bitch.
Ah, came to this one's rescue at Noraxia's bidding? And this one owes walking one debt of gratitude. Walking one has question about Lord Haramu, and this one will provide answers.
I'll be on tomorrow if you want to do anything. Yeah, I need to start doing the PvP because I have like 2 weeks left, so I need to grind that.
But first, let these one quit this lightless place. This one will return to Little Solace. When walking one is ready, please come and see this one. These ones may speak properly then. Okay.
See ya, Dark. Thanks for hanging out.
Then it is settled. Let this one accompany walking one outside.
The little jingle.
Tick, 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 tick.
Sorry. Return to Biscarion. Yeah. Be right back. Gotta check laundry. Oh, okay. Yeah, we saved it. Yep, we did. Welcome back. Sorry. Oh, no worries. Deliver something to Little Solace. Yeah, we can do that. There you go. Chocobo time. Yeah, no worries, Sassy. Welcome back. Sorry, it's hard to focus on chat when I'm doing these quests and there's like a big dialogue moment because I have to read and I have to pay attention. So I'm never trying to ignore anyone on purpose. Am I going at the right place? Where do I need to go? Oh, I am so not at the right place. There we go. Better. I mean, I hope you can find someone that'll read books with you. I'm sorry that I couldn't be that person. There's some rose. Oh. Wait. Believe in yourself. Oh, there. Believe in yourself. Huh. I see. Oops. I clicked that too fast.
this one is pleased to see Walking One again. Welcome to home of these ones.
Ah, there you are, why? We have just been hearing tales of your deeds of daring do. Well done.
Ah, the Walking Ones who aided Noraxia. This one is grateful.
A pleasure to have been of service. If you don't mind my asking, how did your misadventure come about?
Ah, this one does not mind. The misadventures, as Walking One calls them, of this one begin when Imperial One entered the woods. Hearing trouble, these ones decided to watch Imperial Ones closely.
Ah, but these ones watched too closely.
An Imperial One noticed and tried to catch these ones. Having nowhere else to hide, this one fled into Tutorak. But that this one had not, and Tutorak, a sinister one robed in black, tried to feed this one to a many-legged one.
Ah, sinister ones robed in black. I'm feeling I should be more worried about that than I am. Ah, Elder Fixio. We come to you as emissaries of the nations of Gridania. This missive bears the words of the Elder Sidsi.
Here you go.
We go to all in.
Ah, this one sees. The Walking Ones of Gridania are fearful of Lord Ramu.
Plainly put, yes. Your people summoned the Lord of Levin but once, yet that single occurrence occasioned great alarm.
Ah, but it's not as if Gridania dislikes you or anything.
Actually, it's just the opposite. They think of you as friends and they don't want anything to get in the way of that. Why the other Sitsiers wrote to you.
This one knows well and respects Ornd One, Kani Sena.
Be assured, like Walking Ones of Gridania, these ones have no desire for conflict.
Ah, these ones are assorted to summoning Lord Ramu to protect the woods from Imperial One.
This one counseled against doing so, but was not heeded. Against this one's wishes, Lord Ramu was summoned, and all those ones who took part became touched ones. These ones want so desperately to turn touched ones back to normal ones, but did not know how. Still do not know. Touched ones, meanwhile, wanted to turn these ones into touched ones, and did not know how. This one fled to little solace with those ones who did not wish to be bound to Lord Ramu. Ah, the Walking Ones of Gredania need not fear touched ones or Lord Ramu. Unlike other primals, Lord Ramu is not callous and cruel. So long as Walking Ones do not trespass on these ones' ancestral homeland, where touched ones reside, Walking Ones will not suffer thunderous judgment.
Ah, but this one has spoken enough. Touched ones. This one would speak instead of these ones. As this one said, these ones desire peace with Walking Ones of Gridania. And so these ones ask for a chance to set things right.
Ah, by way of an addendum, others were tempted to come on the qualities embodied by the primals in questions. Because of the sylphs, Ramu's influence has made them fiercely protective of their homelands. Hi, Gil.
That explains why they're so hostile towards trespassers. But what about the abductions?
Ah, fine question, Dida. The abductions are, I believe, an expression of the tempered sylph's desire for reconciliation, another quality traditionally associated with Ramu. In the crudest manner imaginable, they seek to bring their fellows back into the fold. A timely reminder that the challenges posed by each primal are unique. Elder Fixia, we thank you for making your will known to us. The people of Gridania will rest easier in the knowledge that they and the sylphs are united in their desire for peace.
Ah, wishing to cooperate, this one has written down the feelings of these ones. We see that these feelings are conveyed to Order One Kanisana.
And with that, I believe we may lay that matter to Ramu to rest. Ah, that self is very reasonable. I must say, you could learn a lot from him. Was that a jibe? If so, I feel it only fair to observe that one of us wouldn't recognize reason if it punched her on the nose. Did I say fair? I meant reasonable. Anyways, I'll head back to the Walking Sands and tell Minfilla all about it. Fear not, we will be sure to mention the instrument and part you played in all of this. And while we see to that, we should appreciate it if you would deliver Fritzio's missive to the Adder's Nest. Elder Fritzio, we humbly thank you for your time. It has been an honor. Ah, the honor is this one's. Together, let the walking ones of Gredania and these ones find a way to live in peace. Bye-bye. Please wait, walking one, why? This one's yet to give walking one a token of this one's appreciation. When these ones summons Lord Ramu, these ones were gifted with this crystal. This ones would now bestow the crystals upon walking one as a symbol of this one's trust. Ooh. Time to pass out! Are we halfway through ARR? Since I assume there are 6 crystals in ARR. That'll be me. This one was not mistaken of a walking one. Ah, welcome back, Dee. Ah, walking one is destined to walk the fate far crueler than this one can imagine. A brilliant light from within walking one enveloped the crystal this one saw. Ah, mark this one well. That crystal will one day be of use to walking one. Walking one must keep that crystal safe at all times. Before walking one returns to Gridania, this one would like to ask walking one to watch touched ones. So long as touched ones are not troubled, touched ones will not make trouble. If walking one witness touched one making no trouble, mayhaps walking one can testify to walking one of Gridania at the one's Noir. This one's homeland is fraught with danger. This one marks down safe places to look at for touched ones. Okay. I need to look out. Hee-haw. Oh. Is that it? Or was I not on it enough? I was not on it enough. Wow. There are tempered sylphs in the distance. You do not sense that they pose a threat, a danger if left alone. Okay. That's good. Now we go to East Shroud. You're silly. You're silly, Sassy. Where in New Gridania is the husband? Let me guess. Husband is over here. Oh, hubby. The hubby. Can't see the hubby. Guess he's not here. I thought he would have been here. Where are you? Plaza. Oh. I thought you would have been at the board. How so? Hi. Hello. Oh, I didn't realize that there's a bunch of people up there. This is New Gridania. It's a place where people hang out. Who is this beautiful man? Oh, that's my husband. D. Sassy called you a beautiful man. That is D. That's Squad. He's the bunny boy. That's my husband. We're married in game. Oh, you know Crouch to pet me? Is it because I'm too high? We got married almost a year ago in the game. Well, when our 1-year anniversary is done, like on the anniversary, you can invite people. Yeah, nobody came to our wedding, but on the 1-year anniversary, we will have people come and we'll celebrate with people because you can renew your vows on the anniversary. But it was like an in-game wedding. Like, it's not an IRL wedding. How went the meeting? It went well. No desire for conflict. Yes.
The Sylphic folk have long been friends to Gridania. The mere thought of being at war with them pained the eldest seeds here to no end. But owing to your efforts, she will be able to rest easier. Being the benevolent soul that she is, my lady will surely try to find a way to reserve the tampering process. Once again, I thank you. Had the Scions of the Seventh Dawn not offered to mediate between our people, suspicion and doubt may well have led us into needless conflict. Pray pass on my regards to Lady Minfilia. Oh, someone's calling me. Hello? Hello? Why? Can you hear me? It is I, Minfilia. Idma and Papanimo returned some while ago, and they wasted no time in regaling me with the tales of your exploits. Thanks in large part to you, the name of one primal may be struck from our list of enemies, and the Gridanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Well done. I've never been to a wedding in real life, so... Yet the end of one tale is but the start of another. May return to the waking Sans at your earliest convenience. I would apprise you of the present situation in person. Well, Sassy, I'll invite you when we have our 1-year renewals, which is in August. It's in August, right? Yeah. Ooh. August 20? I will remember. But yeah, our wedding is either August or September. Mine is January 30. Yeah, Dee's birthday is in July. It's actually the same birthday as my mom. Oh, Leos. All right. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I've played for 3 hours and we finished like this section of the story. So like next time that we play on Friday, we'll be doing like another section of the story. So I think this is a good place to stop for today. My mom is fine. She broke some ribs, but it's healed now. But yeah, CJ's birthday is next week, by the way. It's on Friday. We'll be ordering pizza for his birthday. We're going... Ooh! We're going to raid Thrift. He's playing, Honkai. Siege said he wants pizza for his birthday, so we will get pizza for his birthday. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. I'll see you on Wednesday with some PSO. And then on Friday, we'll do some more Final Fantasy. Here is the raid call. Let's go raid Thrift. Thanks everyone for hanging out tonight. And I'll see y'all next week. Bye.